Any raisin growers, if I asked finally to have no more of this hot weather? Is it all over for them?
No, certainly not. Well, it's getting close to that, and I don't think it would offend them because they are so close to having it all in that I think a few days of cool weather wouldn't make that much difference.
Request right
okay,
now.
We've got that down for Peter.
Yeah.
6 days in a row of records is a little too much for me also, Pete. Well, let's see what we can do to cool it off a little bit. The sign in back of, well, actually, it's right along Cedar and Shaw, the Cal State University Fresno sign. Let you know where it is. Fresno today, well, we cooled down 3 degrees from yesterday, but wouldn't you know it, we're still 14 degrees above the normal temperature reading. 98 today, 84 normal, 90 last year. 96 in Madera today. In Mariposa, it was 91, some semblance of cooler weather. 93 in Merced and Los Banos, 95 in Hanford, 94 Visalia. And down here in Tulare today, the temperature was 96 degrees. Fresno at the current time has dropped down just a little bit in the temperature reading. We'll take a look at the current conditions now, and the temperature reading is 72. The dew point is 53. The relative humidity right now is 51%. The winds are westerly at 5. The pressure is rising right now. It's at 30 inches of mercury even, and we had moderate air quality again, but we're calling it moderate. It's very close to being unhealthful. Seems almost like the all-star break with temperatures like this. It's hard to believe we're getting into the playoff time of the year. Temperatures along the coast cooling off just a bit, as we can see. 60s and 70s down here, but inland still warm. The inversion continues in the inland areas. The air stagnation advisory is on for the San Joaquin Valley, the Santa Clara Valley, and the southern Sacramento Valley south of Marysville. So even with the inversion in here today, they have been lucky enough to get a little bit of the coastal air in. The clouds and the low clouds and the fog have come inland. They've moved back out by afternoon, but temperatures cooled off enough. 63 in Monterey, the coldest. 114 today in Palm Springs was the warmest place in the state of California, and very possibly the nation today. We'll know in a moment. Well, here's our satellite view. We'll find out what's happening with the clouds. We can see that the coast is indeed covered by a lot of coastal clouds. This is an early afternoon picture. In the early morning hours, these clouds have pushed a little more inland. Kind of hard to tell on this map, but they did push back out by early afternoon. Other than that, it has been clear out here in the western part of the United States. High pressure. Night after night we've seen it. It's been over California, or was over California last week. It has moved easterly a little bit. The high's now centered in northern Utah. Temperatures have dropped just a little bit because of that, though, and that's been about the only thing. The inversion is still here. The air stagnation is still here. The upper air pattern is still too far to the north to bring us any type of relief. Now the nation today, Phoenix was 103 today, and that didn't make the warm spot in the nation, so Palm Springs does. 70 in Dallas. It's been very cool there. They've had a few clouds in the northern part of Texas and a little bit of rain there also. Eastern New Mexico getting a shot of that rain also. San Francisco tomorrow will be hazy. The temperature there is 65 degrees. Los Angeles hazy and 80. The Sierra tomorrow fair and 85. The coast hazy and 68. Again, there will be some low clouds and fog inland in the early morning hours, extending inland, that is, and back out into the coastal areas later. Hot and hazy in Fresno. The low tonight 64. The high tomorrow 99. The wind will be light. Hazy on Wednesday, Thursday, 98 on Wednesday, 96 Thursday, and we may cool off enough by Friday to get rid of some of the stagnant air. No burning tomorrow. The fire danger extreme and raisin drying conditions, Peter, are rapid. And that's basically the weather. Cooling down by the last part of the week, but still hot.
You can talk about 94, 98, 99. 94 degrees Fahrenheit below zero was the equivalent temperature stuntman Jaromir Wagner endured in his successful cross-Atlantic flight.